Welcome to a Sea Archers podcast. I don't know how to say it.
Say it. Good job.
This is the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
More like the world's okayest podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Sea Average Podcast, episode 49. I am Chris Webb. Today we got Tyler Thomas, Kevin Salyer, Mikey Scheid, and we also have another special guest today. He is a winner of the 2016 Columbus Funny Bone Talent Search competition and is a favorite among comedy clubs all around Columbus, speaking of the Funny Bone, the Toledo Funny Bone, Go Bananas, and Wiley's Comedy Joint. He has performed along comedy greats such as Ron White, Mike Epps, Mark Curie, Ari Spears, and Sinbad. You can catch him on the Comedians on South High podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bobbie Dodds.
What's happening?
What's up, man?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate that, man. That was I don't know who wrote that intro, but that intro was fantastic.
That man, Chris Webb.
I might have stole it somewhere for a little bit, but I'm almost flagging it. Sure.
That's why it's there.
Right?
Absolutely.
So kind of before we even start, man, I got to ask, so something happened last episode, but have you ever hit your wife or kids like by accident with like a ball or anything like that?
Oh yeah, by accident all the time.
By accident, right? Yeah.
All the time.
So like what happened to me is I was like back in the day I used to pitch, used to throw, baseball, and my wife is like, I bet I can hit you. And long story short, first pitch I threw it and it took a rise, and it was like a wiffle ball, like a soft wiffle ball. Bam, right in the snoz.
Oh snap!
But right. But I on the podcast I said that she didn't hit me. I said she fouled me off. I'm obligated now to let everybody know she did get a couple hits off me. And
well, you lost a step. You lost steps in high school, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I know. Yeah.
Haven't we all though? Haven't we all?
Right.
That was a real baseball. She wouldn't have hit it.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. It's not a real baseball, babe. But
yeah, and you don't play with wiffle ball no way. That was new for you too.
Exactly. Wiffle balls curve and everything else. Unexpected.
Come on, man, catching all that wind. Come on now, I feel you.
Well, we definitely know you're a family man based off of your videos and everything that I've seen so far. I like it, man.
Well, I appreciate that, man. It's fun. It's fun being that way, but you miss being wild. I used to be wild, and now I'm like I'm dad. I look like a dad no matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter what I'm wearing. People run up to me with dad problems. Like, hey man, can you open this bottle for me? No, like that, dude. Bullshit. Like, no, man, what a bitch is that? That's I'm still young. What a bitch is that?
That's good.
You got two daughters, right?
I got three daughters. One of them just graduated. Yeah, one of them just graduated high school.
Oh, you're in trouble.
But she grown. The third one's grown. She off on her own.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're back down to two.
Yeah, she just graduated high school, so I'm done with her. You gone.
You're out.
I got you out the house. But no, I got two little ones, an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. And it's awesome. It's awesome, but a little tiring. Yeah. They still woke. They upstairs just running them up, tearing the room up until I come up there and put them down.
Oh, damn. See, me and Tyler, we both have 4. And I just, like I said before, it was like 20 minutes going on. I was like, I might not be able to do this because I have a 2-month-old that is just like, this was the first night since her, obviously her mom, whatever. My wife was like, went back to work. So I'm like, this is my first time alone with all the kids. And they're about didn't happen. It almost didn't happen.
Hey, 2 months old, she run the house anyway. Y'all woke as long as she wanted to be woke. 2 years old, nobody.
Yeah, 2 months old.
No, they don't. 2 months old. No respect for nobody, and they don't know no better. So,
right?
I sleep when you sleep, I guess. I sleep when you sleep, I guess.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah, man.
So like, do you ever have your girls come watch you perform at all? I know you do some clean comedy too, so that's always kind of.
I ain't did clean comedy since like before the pandemic. No, my kid, I don't think they've ever.
The pandemic flipped you.
yeah, absolutely it did.
Took all of us.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck no more. People like, can you do a church show? Like, you want some dick jokes? If you want some dick jokes at the church show, I do your church show. But I'm not cleaning this shit up no more. The world's fucked up. But no,
Right.
but no, they ain't never came. My oldest daughter will sometimes catch some clips of me on social media or something like that. But other than that, no, they ain't never seen me do nothing. You know.
But your wife ever come out?
Yeah, she come out to. I've been doing this shit for like. Damn, has it been like 12 years now? 11, 12 years. So
Yeah.
she done seen shit, you know, but she's not impressed anymore. Like, she comes to the she ain't canceling no plans to come see
Impressed?
me. Bro.
Was she ever impressed? Because I mean, I feel like
at first she was real excited with it. Like, oh my God, did she?
You're the funniest motherfucker.
Yeah, now are you doing any new jokes? No, never mind.
She's probably the heckler. She's probably the heckler in the crowd. You ain't shit.
Yeah, right. Heard that before. He's dogging me on stage. Yeah, but no, it's nothing. She'll come hang out. She'll come with me if I'm hanging out with other comics. Like, if other comics gonna be there, you know, she know that's a fun environment after the show. But she ain't on these damn shows no more. She ain't on them. You know,
Oh man,
regular ass dude to her.
so do you do comedy full time, or you got another job too?
I got another job too. I'm just it's so crazy you bring that up, because I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he about to hit the road, and he was like, "Yo, come with me." So hopefully that'll be that. But
There you go.
but no, I still got a regular ass day job, bro. Shit, doing that hamster wheel shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
man.
with all of us, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's why I do comedy. It's the only thing I'm good at. Like, I ain't had to go to school for this shit. You know
Damn
what I'm saying?
good
I
at
never
it.
been to college.
Damn good at it.
I've never been to college and no shit like that. So if I'm gonna get myself off this hamster wheel, I gotta be funny. So that's what we on. Yeah, man,
Absolutely.
that's what we on.
Find
You
your
go to college?
niche.
What do you guys do?
I'm in the like fire and security kind of stuff. So like fire alarms,
okay.
something like that. So another regular ass
Okay.
job too.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I do
I do
home
comedy.
remodeling.
Yeah.
Remodeling, not modeling. Remodeling.
Home
remodeling,
modeling.
not modeling.
Completely different.
That's what's up, man.
That's funny. So what I'm a big comedy fan. Not alone just you, but like, man, growing up, I used to sit there and watch on Comedy Central Premium Blend and Comedy Central Presents, and I've been lucky enough to go to actually the Funny Bone, and I've caught Bert Kreischer, Bill Burr.
Okay.
Who was the other one? Craig Robinson. I seen him there, and I actually think your boy Kenny Mock. I think he was actually the MC for that as well.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah,
he looked so familiar when I saw him. Like, oh shit, I've seen him too.
I don't doubt it. Kenny's always up there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like one thing I was like being a fan, and I've always wondered was just how jokes are written, to the fact that you're up there talking to yourself for the most point, but you got to really come up with the art form of, you know, the punchlines with the timing, and one, making the jokes make sense, as well as saying it certain ways. Like, so how does joke writing like happen for you?
Well, for me, it always typically will start with a funny idea. Like, I'll say something in isolation that I thought was funny, or that if you add it to something else could become funny.
Yeah.
So then it becomes a process of setting the audience up for it while I'm writing it. You know, so I'll start with something that everybody can relate to, and can kind of agree with, or if they can't agree with it, at least they can understand why somebody would agree with it. If they don't agree with your premise, then it'll be hard to get a laugh out of them.
Right.
So you just try to find a slick way to work in the funny part without the audience noticing. You know, it's weird. Honestly, that's what you try to do. You try to get the funny. The last thing you say is the bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Have you ever had that grim, like nobody's laughing at like your jokes or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like stage fright, like it's like, oh shit.
Hey, listen, man. It is early on. It is the worst feeling.
Oh.
There is nothing that equates to that feeling where you're giving them everything.
But
and
you
they
got so
do
much
it.
confidence now. Like, why watching you? I mean, you got so much confidence. You're up there like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you laugh or not.
You know what
like...
it is though? I've learned how to bomb. Absolutely. Like, if y'all ain't gonna laugh, I'll make myself laugh. This shit is funny to me. So y'all can just watch me laugh at this shit if y'all don't want to laugh. That's what I'm on in my head. but yeah, man, it's hard to come back from like you hit the punchline, boom, and it's just silent. And you gotta stand there and think of something to say on the spot about why y'all not laughing. It can be scary. But once you get used to it, it's just another show.
There you go.
I mean, everybody bombs. From what I hear, like if you don't bomb, then you're not learning anything about yourself on how to make it better. Or
it's part of the creative process,
yeah.
You stuck with it, man. Like a lot of people would be deterred from that. Like, fuck, people are laughing at me. I'm done. But well, I mean, not laughing at you.
Not laughing at you.
Not laughing at
so
you.
Crazy. You know what's so crazy? The first time I did it, man, I did really well. And I was like, man, I could fuck around and do this. And I did well for a long time. And then it's like he said, when you try to branch out and try to learn a little bit more, you got to take more risk. And sometimes them jokes won't hit. And you thought it was funny, but that was some shit that everybody can't relate to or can't see why they could agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a process, man. It's just a process.
Has that molded your style of comedy?
Say it again.
Has that molded your style of comedy at all? Like what you want to put out and what you want to do? Like, is there a difference?
Well, I feel like the way I write the comedy is got to be funny to me first. Like if it's funny to me and I'll do it, but then while you up there trying that shit, you might say something that you didn't even think was funny. So now it was funny to them. So yeah, I'm gonna use it because it worked. So I go in with the intent on just making myself laugh. But then if I pick up something from the audience, like, oh, they like that, I'm gonna do that next time. Even if I don't think it's funny, they thought it was funny. So it's a little bit of both.
A lot of improv. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
One other thing is like hecklers. Like one of my favorite things, especially down on YouTube, is like the rabbit hole of just watching comedians that snap back on the hecklers and just put them to shame. Has that ever happened to you at all? Like, do you have a pretty quick like snap back when it comes to that?
Hecklers in my experience have been pretty simple to deal with, only because all you got to do is give them the rope. Anybody that's brave enough to interrupt the set, let them keep talking. They'll eventually give you something. And it's because they be drunk and shit. And if they wasn't drunk, they probably wouldn't be doing this shit. And you got to understand too, I speak for a living. Mm-hmm. So anything you give me is potential ammunition. And any comedian is going to be ammunition. So, all you got to, but there's a balance though, because if you attack them too much, the crowd will turn on you. Like, that was too far. You shouldn't have said his mama was a crackhead after she just said she died. You shouldn't have did that, bro. So you gotta be careful with attacking them too much. But yeah, just just keep feeding them the rope. If they go, or what I try to do is I try to talk over them. Like if I hear them talking, I try to just keep rolling. Well, hopefully they'll get the picture to shut the fuck up.
Right.
But sometimes they don't, and they want their little 15 minutes. And it's so disruptive. They think they're helping the show. They never help the show. Even if you get laughs off of them, you done disrupted my whole thought process now. Yeah.
How did you get started in it all, like in the beginning?
In the beginning, man.
When did you decide you wanted to be a comedian?
It was like I was at work one day, man, like in 2009, I think. And a friend of mine goes, man, you should be a comedian. You funny. And I don't like working. I don't even pretend like I do. Like I hate going to work and being a person that has a job. I just hate it. Yep. And I know you shouldn't because we're Americans and damn it, we work. But I hate that shit, bro. I know I'm wrong for that, but I hate it. But so she was like, you should be a comedian.
You ain't wrong.
She was like, you should be a comedian. I was like, man, I'll get that shit a shot. And a friend of mine, I'm from Toledo, and there was a comedy club there, and a friend of mine was already trying some shit out. So I watched him, and I'm funnier than him. So I'm like, man, I can do this shit. You ain't doing nothing. So I got me a book and tried to learn about stand-up comedy. And I went on and I did really well. I went on after a month after I watched my friend do it. And I did really well and just kept doing it. And I ain't stopped since.
That's awesome, man.
That takes some balls.
It does.
Because I knew you do, like not too long ago, you worked with some improv stuff at the Shadow Box with what was it, hashtag comedy. And that's like a school, isn't it?
You said that's like a what?
It's like a school from what I read.
No, they're a comedy troupe. As far as I know, they're just a comedy troupe. I think they do teach improv though. I think that group, they are a group that does improv like professionally and goes places for that. But I think they also do, or at least they did before the pandemic, teach a class on improv. Yeah, and that was real fun. I grew up performing like in high school. In junior high, I did all the musicals and shit like that. Yeah. So, I like acting. I just like being a goofball, man. So when they asked me to do it, I said, yeah, I'll do that shit. Hell yeah. So I did that, and it was fun. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
Is it was improv like more or less tougher to do than stand up? Because obviously stand up, you already kind of know what you're going to say, and the on top you just got to be quick about it.
Yeah, improv is a little more challenging, but at the same time, you can use that energy, to really play around with the openness of improv. It's almost like when you're doing stand-up, man, and you nervous, like a lot of comedians will drink before they're set to kind of calm down. Right. But I like to use that nervousness and kind of like it kind of adds to your persona on stage. So improv is that, but it's all the time because you're so nervous because you ain't got no lines. You just making shit up. You know what I mean? So you're right. It is tougher, but it's tougher in a good way, in a healthy way. I mean,
more fun.
Yeah, more fun. Yep, absolutely.
Challenging, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And then you got to play off the other people and shit. And, and sometimes the funny don't hit you. And then sometimes they give you some bullshit to act out, and it's all weird, man. It's shit you ain't never heard of, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Right. Yeah, but it's fun, man, because the audience gets into it. When you're a performer, especially a performer for laughs, so that's like a comedian or maybe even a storyteller or some shit like somebody doing improv. You a slut for them laughs, man. You'll do whatever. Yeah. You'll do whatever for laughs. I remember when I was in elementary school, man, and I went to an inner city elementary school, and we had metal mirrors in the bathroom because they ain't trust us with glass. So for these laughs, man, I'd be a slut, bro. I don't know. The metal stuck out just a little bit from the wall, like a centimeter. And so if you hit it just a little bit, it smacked the wall and made it sound like a really big, like, wow, somebody got fucked up on the thing. So I would hit my head on it. Like I pretend I was walking to it and boom, and that, and all them kids would crack the fuck up. And I'm fucking got, who knows the damage I've done, but who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because when you perform for laughs, man, you a whore for them laughs. You do whatever.
Yeah.
You do whatever, man.
That's got to be like almost a high when you do like a joke hits really hard and you just hear the whole crowd just go like up and like just to kind of and you just keep on rolling with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It is a really fun experience to have that many people validate that shit for you, and all the different kinds of laughs. And it's also real refreshing just to see people laughing, you know what I mean? Because, shit's been fucked up for everybody for a number of different reasons, but it's just fun to make people laugh, man, and that big, huge laugh that you get with a whole bunch of people can be crazy.
What's up, everybody? I just want to interrupt the show real quick and let you guys know we have our first sponsor. It is villain.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. If you're a nerd or a dad like all of us here on the show and love the old school cartoons and superheroes, then go ahead and check out villain.com. It's a local clothing company out of our beautiful city of Columbus, Ohio, that works with aspiring and up-and-coming artists. They have everything from shirts to pillows to hats to skateboards. The cool thing about it is, along with each artist, each getting a commission on sales, they also donate 5% of the proceeds to creationsforcures.org. That's creationsforcures.org. Also, if you use our promo code AVERAGE at checkout, that's AVERAGE, you get 15% off your total purchase. We just want to make kids feel like the superheroes they are and help raise awareness and money for the childhood issues and illnesses. Now, back to the show.
It can be crazy.
So how hard is it now? Like with everyone being so pussified, like how hard is it to write like jokes that don't offend people, or you just don't care? And like, have you ever offended anybody like during on set? I guess.
Well, it's crazy because with stand-up, man, there is no practice arena. Everything you write, you don't know if it's funny until you tell it in front of strangers. That's the only way you can really tell. So I did have somebody get upset with me recently, and it was on a dumb joke, and it was just some new shit. And it made me chuckle. So I said, let me put this on stage, which is what I'm supposed to fucking do. It was at an open mic too. You ain't even pay to get in here. What the fuck are you being mad for? and it really hasn't affected. I don't think it really has affected my way of writing, because I'm just gonna write whatever I want to write, take it on stage. And if enough times people like, ugh, or I don't get no laughs, because they'll tell me I deal and laugh. That I thought it was funny. They ain't laugh at it, so I got to move on. I told a joke about. I said Serena Williams. I named my beard Serena Williams.
Oh my God.
That's what I said. And they said, and I was like, I can't remember how it go, but it was 2 punchlines. The first one was because it's the only way I can get Serena Williams to sit on my face. That was the first one. And then the second part that made this transgender person mad was and it also makes me look more manly than I really am. And they didn't like that. God. The one transgender didn't like that. And she interrupted the show and gave me all the fingers and shit. But I took it in stride. I said,
why would you go to a show like that, or like a show like a comedy show at all? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know what you're in for when you go for it.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, man, I'm just telling jokes, bro. I'm not running for president. I'm not trying to be some motherfucking
I'm not hugging babies.
Yeah, I'm not a Bible study teacher, bitch. I'm telling jokes. You know what I'm saying? In a bar, in a fucking bar. You drunk. Where's all this self-righteousness with your drunk ass? Get the fuck out of my face.
Order you a drink and get the fuck out back and smoke a cigarette. Mad. Get out there.
I was so mad.
That's funny. I don't get how people can get mad when you're knowing you're going to a comedy show.
Yeah, man. But
your job is to tell jokes. I mean, it's just a fucking joke.
But man, that's just how the people coming up under us. I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm a late 30s, I'm 37-ish. I don't know, 36, 37, one of them. And but these generations, the generations up under us, man, they like for that shit. Like we was kids. I feel like when we was kids, shit was so bad. Well, from where I come from, shit was so bad for everybody. What you was wearing was so what? Crack on my raggedy shoes. We all hungry. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So we make each other laugh, but not this generation is like, man, everybody deserves a chance. Don't laugh at them.
Yeah.
The participation ribbon.
Yeah, that's the crowd.
Yeah, here we go.
That's the crowd. But listen, hey, everybody deserves validation. Everybody deserves to have their voice heard, yada, yada, yada,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
One way to treat that, like I never let my kids win anything. I'm avid. You gotta earn your W's for me. Comes to baseball, like basketball, I swat the shit out of them. Video games, I beat them every video game.
No hugs till somebody beat daddy in Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. I'm rough on my kids too.
I got Switch,
girls
right?
too.
Yeah.
I got a Switch and an Xbox One.
Nice.
I've been trying to get that. I'm trying to get that Xbox X series, but that motherfucker stays sold out.
Yeah.
You got that.
Chris.
You got the Oculus too, right?
I do got the Oculus. Yeah, I be trying to.
Did you find that? Did you ever find that VR porn that Kenny was talking about?
I sure did. I went around and found it. I was like, yeah, this is incredible. I need to get rid of my Oculus. I can't have this in my house. I don't get no work done. I had to put some restrictions on it, man. I was like, okay.
Mike's got the Oculus as well.
Yeah, the Quest. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It is fun, man. I got the golf game and I got the little Saber Beats game.
Oh yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's good, man.
It's a workout, man. It'll make your ass sweat.
Sweating, the fucking thing be sweating.
Right.
I'm a break.
Take it off
thing,
like,
dog.
God damn.
Yeah, it be dripping.
You give it to your kids or your wife. It's all fucking wet. It's just like, bring it out.
Just set it out to dry for a couple hours. It'd be all right. Just set it out. Yeah, man. It's a lot of fun.
Don't forget to turn the porn off.
Man. Yeah, well, exactly, right. You should see me covering my tracks on the porn too. Like, I'll close all the browsers, clear off the history, uninstall the app, reinstall the app, make sure. I'd hate for my girls to put that bitch on and just be ass shaking. I'm like, oh my god.
That's fun. I feel like you'd be too vulnerable. You put those on. Like, anybody could fucking walk into your house and fucking living room.
Oh, you gotta wait till you're out of town, bro.
You gotta lock that fucking door.
Sets the mood.
Yeah, man.
You got incense rolling.
Because your ears are gone too now. Because it's right.
No.
So you're like just cutting off the porn. Like, who's that, man? Just like that, bro. They gotta be out of town. You gotta be out of town, and you gotta get a text message like, "I made it." Okay, cool.
Just in case.
Cool. I can take this Oculus out now. I don't want no fucking problem.
That's funny.
For the God, man.
So you've opened up for a lot of people. Like, do you get to, like, when all the comedians come, like, Ron White and like Mike Epps, do you ever get to hang with them, like, between sets or anything?
If you on the show, I try not to though, because I don't know, man. I don't want to be a bugaboo. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but no, I mean, a lot of people are cool, man. A lot of people are cool. And, I was with DC Young Fly came through and I hosted for him. That was my most recent shit.
Nice.
That's a funny bomb. And he was a real cool dude, man. He was real humble and just real, real personable, and you could approach him and talk. So he was a cool dude. But I try to stay out of the headliners here. And a lot of times headliners come through with their own friends, and I don't want to just be snuggling up against strangers trying to get to know some famous motherfucker. But if they cool, you chat them up. Yeah, you chat them up. It just depends on their personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you like advice and shit when you do finally. You like ask, or you just kind of like kicking it with them?
Who's some advice somebody ever gave me? I think I did a Tommy Davidson in Richmond, Virginia, and he just said, just keep going, just keep doing it, just keep doing it, keep writing, keep doing it, keep writing, because that's what it's about. Like it's so crazy. I've been doing it for so long. I ain't been doing it for so long, but I've been doing it long enough that some of the people that I started with, they just not around no more, and that's what really happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You become better. You know what I'm saying? And the herd kind of thins out. And you become almost without even trying, you just become a vet, and you just know all the tricks of the trade, and you've been doing it, and doors open, and it's it's crazy. The whole stand-up game is just crazy, bro. I can't think of no advice anybody would give me any better than that. Just keep doing it, keep going, and your time will come. Yeah, your time will come.
That's dope.
I know you like documentaries, right? From what I understand from listening to the show. What's your take on Tiger King?
I ain't watched Tiger King, man. It was too popular.
Ah!
It was too popular. Listen, I am.
You
very,
gotta
I don't
watch
know-
it. You
Look,
you can have
You don't have to
you can
watch
have
it.
a whole fucking set. You can have a whole set on Tiger King.
It's so crazy because I think I told my wife like a month ago. Like I think everybody off that Tiger King now can watch it. I don't like seeing stuff when everybody talking about it and it's popular because they take it all, they take everything from you. All the memes is already online, and
Yep.
what I do, I kind of got to be online and see what people saying and shit. So I got to be in it a little bit. So I try to wait till it's not popular no more. And I told my wife, I said, it's about time we give Tiger King a roll, bro.
I didn't watch it. I pretty much know everything about it just because of the fucking
Exactly,
memes. All the
yeah.
memes that happen. I'm like, I know what happens. I don't got to worry about it.
Yeah,
Save me
everybody
all the
talks
time.
about it. Right.
Exactly.
From what I heard though, he is a character, and he himself is worth watching. And that's what I heard. That dude is a character.
The whole show is full of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
It's all
think
the
you meet the
biggest
craziest
bunch of white
one, and then
trash.
just it goes on, and there's another crazier, another guy crazier than the last guy.
Glorified Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
It is a glorified Joe Dirt.
I did see Joe Dirt. I did see Joe Dirt back in the day. Yeah. If he's anything like that, I want it's like a real life Joe Dirt. I gotta see this shit. now.
Right.
Right.
That's why the best selling point. I don't know why they didn't put that in the preview. He's like a real life Joe Dirt. Or what? Give me the goddamn remote. We gotta watch
Right?
this.
You gotta watch this shit.
Yeah, man.
So like there's certain comedians that I can't fucking stand, and most because they steal jokes. Like I've seen Amy Schumer and like Carlos Mencia. Like there's like the two main ones that are very known for it. Like have you ever had anybody steal one of your jokes at all? Like have you caught somebody like doing that
I
at
don't
all?
think I haven't. I've heard about friends. Matter of fact, I heard about friends and seen other people's jokes being taken, and had to hit them up like, "Hey man, did you see that somebody just did your shit word for word?" You know what I mean? And that happens sometimes on the scene, and you just kind of just address it. I did see that Amy Schumer shit, and I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, but it's like a whole compilation of her
Yep.
taking people's jokes and skits
Yeah.
word for word. And man, her and Carlos Mencia.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a fucked up part of the game, and with social media and memes just growing in popularity, it's even harder now. You know what I mean? Because everybody's copying everybody. It's kind of like what you do. It's kind of just how you become. You just take somebody else's meme and make a whole Facebook page, and then there's other people's jokes. So people don't take it as seriously as they probably should.
Right.
But when you a comedian, it's different. Like, because that's your livelihood almost, So, sometimes people will get heated. It was just on Facebook not too long ago. Somebody blew somebody up and blasted their spot and posted videos of them seemingly trying to use somebody else's material. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So it is sensitive, and I've seen it happen to friends. And but everybody I know handle it pretty well. Maturity, we don't be wilding out.
Right. One other thing, I mean, also what kind of comes with that is I know you have your podcast, obviously, Comedians in South High, that's with host Jared Blinsky, Kenny Mock, and then Jason Banks. And Jason Banks has actually been blowing up because of like TikTok, to where he made the whole his old persona of his like a son or whatnot, and then everybody else
Eric and Blind Adam.
Blind Adam. And then it's been blowing up to where everybody's been, I guess, TikTok, they take over the voiceover or whatever, but because of that, he's actually seemed to be blown up even more.
Exactly.
It's gotta be pretty cool to be. I want to be your best friend. I mean, you guys have been doing that for how long now, to really see your boy go up and hopefully take you with you. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's fun to watch. And it's crazy. It goes back to what I said. That's kind of the aim of how you kind of pass on these jokes. You know what I mean? It ain't like, oh, I heard this joke. It's no, get on there and let me show you how the joke went, and you just take the voice. And so, that's a part of the game now. And it has a part, but that's not in stand-up, But what Jason is doing, dog, it is the craziest shit. And I love watching it. Like we'll be at an open mic, man. We'll be at an open mic just shooting this shit. And like you said, I've been on Jason when I came to Columbus, he had recently come to Columbus too. And we kind of started around the same time, But you'll see like people just turning beet red when they see him.
Yeah.
And it's like, can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
Like, damn, we just had an open mic drinking beer, bro. Is this happening every day? He's like, dog, every damn day somebody recognized me and it's freaking me out. But it is fun. And we just had a conversation about his shows. And if you go to his website, man, he got his whole calendar filled up. He's all over the country. And it's awesome to see. Especially since, he's my homeboy,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
I mean, your guys' your podcast is basically our podcast, but a lot funnier. Just because you guys are just shooting the shit. You and your friends. It's another reason to come hang out, and it's the exact same thing we're doing. But damn, the shit you guys go on about is fucking hilarious. I'm a fan.
And the most of it is just stand-up shit. We all stand-up comedians, and that's how we met, really. And it just made sense to talk about that shit. And then life will trickle in there, but that's what people want anyway. They want authenticity. So even what y'all do, you guys just know each other. You cool, and you just shoot the shit. And all the tools and all the shit that makes a podcast a good podcast will just start coming on in ideas. Like, man, maybe we should do this. You know what I mean? So that's just what people want these days.
Yeah.
Authenticity, bro.
Some of your guys' skits, man, had me rolling. The whole they're afraid of you because you're black and they're half black.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was in tears. That shit I was cracking up. Especially your your ad libs you were doing, going with it.
Hey, listen, bro, we had so much fun doing that shit, and it's so many ad libs. It was just like when I was barking at her. It's so many of those where he's just saying and action. I was just standing there making up these ad libs. You old El DeBarge looking ass niggas, just dumbass, crazy, off the wall shit. You old vanilla yogurt looking ass motherfuckers. Whole half hour of me just doing that dumb shit, bro. It was so much fun.
You just keep straight faces doing that. That's
it's hard, man. It's hard, man. It's hard.
You guys had someone that we I guess we kind of we talked about him once before, but Hood Panda. You got him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because that thing blew up. I mean, that was what, February-ish when all that went down? Like, it was right around the winter time that he's going out skating naked. And that was crazy. It went national news, and all he had is Panda head, and he's going, I think it was 315. It was I think it was 70, wherever in Columbus.
Yeah, I think
going down.
I was somewhere around here.
670.
Yeah.
670, yeah.
That's right.
I had no idea who Hood Panda was. And even when they was talking about the panda, the naked panda, I owned the show. I had no idea it made national news. And then somebody sent me the news article, and in the front it was just a naked dude, you could see. And I said, and it was just like a whole, and he was just going like this, and I said, man, I remember seeing that some months ago. I just said, what the fuck is this to do with the panda hat? Yeah, but that was fun too. He's an interesting guy to talk to, man. He's very skater oriented.
Yeah.
not necessarily skateboard, but rollerblading.
Rollerblading,
yeah, specifically. He's a fun dude, man.
Other than the nakedness, he does actually have a lot of other cool videos too. He actually doing tricks and stuff. But
he's so cool with the naked too. He's straight up with it. He was like, so you're never gonna need you to be naked for this part. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I did.
Dick's already out. Yeah,
that's where I make my money.
My dick's already out. Let's go.
Back on.
Bread and butter here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Man.
Tyler, Kevin,
How
you guys
was
how
how was homeschooling the kids? Imagine,
man, that shit.
I know you said your wife still goes to work, and you work from home, right?
Yeah, man.
So,
she goes.
So you're like fucking Principal Dodds here. How'd that go?
And they don't give a fuck, man. They just fucking gang members, man. Yes. I'm in the inner city school, man. These kids bad as fuck, bro. Threatening my life and shit. No, but they just, man, they know I'm working, and they know I can't be on them. Yeah. So it's tough. But school's out, man. I'm dumb excited, man. I feel like a weight has lifted off. We got it too. Their grades were impeccable, man. I couldn't believe I did it. But it's just hard trying trying to work on my shit and then work on their shit without getting fired from doing my, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is insane.
You look at it and like turn on you and like, you get your substitute teacher ass out of here, Dad. Like,
I'm gonna tell the principal you smoking weed on the job. Keep talking, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you smoking weed right on the goddamn.
like damn.
Yeah, man. It was rough. It was rough.
What's
I'm glad to say it's over. They going back to school next year, so I'm done with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
We sent our oldest back to school like midway. I think I think it was like January 1st. He went back to school, and because everything else was online, but it was a tremendous amount. Like his grades when he first started, he didn't give a fuck. Like it was like he would just submit something. Like he'd do like some kind of project with like take a picture outside, draw it, whatever. He took a picture of a tree, submitted it, and went back to his video games and said, like, yeah, that's all he was. I'm like, but then when he sent him back to school, he like completely turned everything around and had to be back.
I called my daughter submitting incomplete work. They have a whole question, and you got to type in the answer, like name 4 different types of flowers and blah blah. She just see and just move on because she can now because they recognize the answer in there. She can just click OK and move on. She just put C or D or some shit. Yeah, not even an option. She just pick a letter, any letter to fill the. Oh, I was so mad. I'm like, bro, you gonna make us look bad. It's rough, man. It's rough.
Mine was worse than that. My kid was just submitting. My kid was just submitting stuff that didn't even select answers. Just open it, submit. Open it, submit.
Hey man, how these kids get more slick at this shit than we are? I ain't even noticed the teacher had to. You know, she's not doing these goddamn assignments, right?
Right.
So, yeah, that's all ours was. Like I didn't know. It's on like
so
their work's on like 4 different pages. Like I can't keep up with this.
Man,
you'll get a kick out of this. My oldest, when he was younger, when he was about 10, whatever, like he wouldn't go to bed because he'd have a TV in his room or whatnot. So he wouldn't go to bed if the TV was on. We tell him turn the TV off, whatever, go to bed. Well, he would wait till we go to bed and he would put a towel underneath his door so he couldn't see the light coming through. I busted him open one time. I was like, I know what you're doing because I used to do it for different reasons.
You're right.
Oh my god!
That's the first thing I thought when I heard the towel. I was like, oh, he getting healthy habits early. Good for him.
Right? I was like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah. Don't get caught knocking. You can't, little guy. That's good.
Chris, tell him about what was it? One of your kids got in trouble for cheating, right? What was
my nephew? My
nephew, your nephew. That's right.
Yeah. So this is like when pandemic first started. Obviously, kids back in school. I think it was actually before that. Well, my nephew and his buddy would, I'll do one homework, you do the other homework. He's like, all right, cool, and they'll just like trade off and submit it.
Yeah.
So they had to take a picture of it, and he took a picture with his hand in it. And my nephew, he's white, his buddy's black. And like the teacher automatically knew they were cheating because he had the right thing. And I am like, bud, you gotta at least come on, man.
And then it makes me feel good that they didn't think about it like, oh, duh.
I know, right?
That makes me feel good they didn't even think, dude, we're totally different skin tones. We got
teacher caught him, and then
that's healing a nation, right there.
Exactly. It has to be a fucking commercial.
That's healing a nation right there. I love
we need
that.
more of that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see race. There it is.
Exactly. Oh man.
Only you do-gooders with the catching me cheating saw the race, you guys.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's
Kevin,
crazy.
Tyler, you guys got any questions for him?
No, I don't think so.
You guys are fun, man. I wish you guys luck with this podcast. You guys are fun, man. You guys are fun to talk to.
Thank
man.
you.
We
What
appreciate
all,
you.
Thank you.
What all games you playing? You got Xbox, right?
Yeah. I play. I really just play that Call of Duty, man. What was that new game that came out? Was it Overwatch or? No, it wasn't Overwatch. Outlanders. I tried that for a little bit. But no, it's mainly Call of Duty. I got Valhalla too. I don't play that too much anymore. No
That
Man's
was
Sky
sweet.
is really fun. Yeah, No Man's Sky is where I'll go to get away from everybody.
There you
That's
go.
my sanctuary. Yeah. And then always I love GTA Online. That's my shit.
Oh, you about to join our crew,
You gotta
man?
play with us, Bobby.
Y'all got a crew? I've been looking.
Oh
Yes.
fuck yeah,
Yes,
dude! We
we
play all
do.
the fucking time.
Y'all really on Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
I'm
about
in
to
the crew,
probably get
man.
on after this.
I'm in the crew. Listen. If it wasn't past my bedtime, I'd get on. I promise y'all. But tomorrow's Saturday, man. Hit me up on the IM. I might fuck around with y'all, man.
Hell
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
It'd be sweet, man.
Chris has the fucking submarine.
Yeah, you can see I ain't get the submarine.
Fucking took me
I think
forever
I-
to get it,
I
but
think I stopped at the motorcycle club or the no, I have the silo. I got the big ass I can't remember what the facility. I got the
I got you.
facility, and that was my last downloadable. But yeah, I still go on that bitch and fuck around and just shoot people out the air from time to time.
my favorite thing is just running up to random people and just haymakers all down the street, haymaker after haymaker, and just laugh. I laugh my ass off of it all.
Your strawberry mask.
Yeah, then
Strawberry
the
mask.
strawberry mask I have on.
We're definitely a group of characters on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll be down to play, man. I ain't joking, man. And I ain't played it in a minute either because I need a little more money. And every time I try to go in there and make money and recruit some players to help me, they don't help me. They'll get on my team, but they won't help me. And then I get my shit stolen or blew up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the money.
That's usually how it
That's always
happens.
the worst.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy. That's what brought us really all together. The four of us all together was it was Call of Duty first. During the pandemic, we were all home all the time, and we just started jumping on, and we're like, hey, he's on. Then we all get in a party and play Call of Duty. Then we got bored and switched over to Grand Theft Auto, and we've been playing Grand Theft Auto for the past it's every weekend.
Yeah.
Now for the past year.
Grand Theft Auto really opened me up to open world games just in general, man. I'm like, man,
for sure.
this is the way to play video games. Fuck all that structure. Just do what the fuck you want to do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Three
saying?
was, yeah.
So every time we have a guest on our show, we do a top three, whether it's your top three favorite cars or beers or whatever it is. So for you, since you being an avid gamer as well, what's your top three video games ever?
Oh, top three video games, man. It's gonna be Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Bro,
That's the one on GameCube, but I still get down on all of them. And then Grand Theft Auto's in there, the Grand Theft Auto 5, because I'm telling you, man, I played that motherfucker when it first came out. That's all I did. And then I'll probably have to say Call of Duty World at War, because that was the first one I played, and it really opened me up to because back in the day, I don't know how old y'all are, but for me it was GoldenEye. Y'all remember GoldenEye on Nintendo?
Oh, yeah.
We're all early 30s.
Come on.
We're not much younger than you. 33.
Okay, cool, good. That's a good
Yeah.
But that's what started off. So I would probably go GoldenEye, GoldenEye, Super Smash Brothers, and then that fucking Grand Theft Auto, man. That definitely.
Hey,
Solid choices.
you're gonna like this. Anytime I get a chance to show off on tattoos, because I know people will appreciate it.
Okay. Is that Star Fox fucking? That's pretty sweet, man.
Fox,
Falco,
Master Chief, Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim. I ain't seen Earthworm Jim in a minute. They're gonna sign it. I ain't seen Earthworm Jim in forever. You almost forget about Earthworm Jim.
Right?
Yeah.
Anytime people true fellow nerds like us, if somebody sees it, if people don't know who it is, but then you get to the people who do know, and you're like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's up, man. I like those.
All right, man. We'll kind of close this down. But I appreciate you coming on. So at this time, whatever you want to promote, website, whatever, go ahead. It's all you, man. What you
Absolutely, man. Well, shit. Always Comedians on South High. That's available where all podcasts are available. It's me, myself, Bobbie Dodds, Jared Belinsky, Kenny Mock, Jason Banks. Check out my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, my TikTok is all Bobbie Dodds, Dodds. I'm funny. I got some shows coming up with fucking Henry Allen down in Portsmouth next Saturday. Plymouth next Saturday. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Thank y'all for having me. This has been fun, bro.
I appreciate you coming to the Funny Bone in Columbus
Appreciate
anytime
it.
soon.
Matter of fact, Jason Banks is there. I think in
July.
a week or so. July. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there with
July.
him.
Oh, we're
I'm there with him. Yeah, I'll be there
I'll
with
be
him.
getting tickets in for
He's
sure.
there. You can be there all
That's
3 nights. I think he's there 3 nights.
Yeah, if he's there 3 nights, I'll be there 3 nights. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Might have to make that happen. Might be rolling up.
Yeah,
on
I think we all should.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I introduce y'all.
Set it up.
Oh,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure, man. That'd be sweet. All right, man. Well, for us, See Average Podcast, I'm Chris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Mikey Scheid, and Kevin Salyer, and of course, Mr. Bobbie Dodds. We love you guys. Appreciate everything. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff on everything. Other than that, we're out. Peace.
Peace.